Hello Flosstube, this is Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Monday, October the 8th, and I am coming to you with another update. Sorry once again that it has been so long since my last update. Life has been really unrelenting lately. The last time I spoke to you, I still hadn't bought the tickets for my best friend's wedding. Well, I did go, and my boyfriend was able to come with me. It was in West Virginia, and I'd never been to West Virginia before, and it was so beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go, I would really recommend it. It was so green and mountainous and beautiful. So beautiful. It rained while we were there, which was kind of like really exciting because we've been in like a drought here in California, and I'd almost forgotten what rain was, but not really because I love rain. But it actually rained this past week for one day, and not even a full day, just a little bit of a day. But that was really exciting because I haven't washed my car in a long time because I keep hoping for rain and that rain will wash it for me. But so I didn't have to wash my car because the rain did it for me, so that was really exciting. But anyway, so I went to my best friend's wedding, and it was beautiful, beautiful ceremony. And the very next morning, I got a call from my mom that my dad's youngest brother had passed away in a freak drowning accident. He's only 47, or was only 47. He leaves behind a wife and 3 children. The youngest is 6, then it's 10, and then it's 19. So the 10-year-old did witness it. It was in the river, and he tried to jump in and rescue his dad, but wasn't able to. There was a doctor there wherever they were camping. It was in South Africa, so I don't know all the details, but they tried to resuscitate him for an hour and were not able to. My parents and youngest sister were able to go to South Africa for 2 weeks. They just got back to their home yesterday. Yeah, they just got back yesterday. And this whole thing really, well, it hit me hard because it was unexpected. To tell the truth, I knew it was, when I got the phone call, I knew somebody was gone. It was just, no one in my family calls anyone else that early in the morning. We're night owls. And my mom tried to call me, but I was sleeping and I didn't hear. And then she didn't leave a message or anything. And I texted her back when I woke up, and I was late packing to check out anyways. So I texted her. I was like, sorry I missed your call. And she immediately starts calling me, like immediately. She called me about 4 times, and like I couldn't even type out a text message to ask her if I could call her in a few minutes because I was late to check out. And I was trying to pack and get dressed and not be in trouble for being late to leave the hotel. And all she goes is yes. Which in my family, we're wordy for the most part. We're either wordy or we don't even communicate. So anyway, so I knew someone had died, and I didn't know, and I knew it was family. Close family. Otherwise, it just would have been said in the family chat group. So I knew it was family, I knew it was close family, and I knew someone had died. And the only thing I could think was, don't let it be one of my sisters. I thought maybe it was my grandma, my granny, my dad's mom, or my mom's dad. But I thought it was my granny, and it wasn't. It was my uncle, and you know, it really makes you think about those relationships that you have in your life. I mean, my dad is the oldest of 4 children. I'm the oldest of 4 children. I expect I'll go first, and I'm sure my dad probably thought he would too. And to have your youngest sibling pass away so abruptly, I'm so grateful that my family is all going to be here together for the holidays this year, and that we're going to have a chance to make some valuable memories, especially in light of the passing of our uncle. I feel like our time together will be that much more meaningful because we'll be aware that time on this earth is limited, and you need to make the memories with the people that you love while you can. And so for me to you guys, I would just ask that after watching this video, or even right now, stop it and just go tell the people you love that you love them, because you don't know if you're going to have tomorrow. Everyone thought my Uncle Tim was going to be there. I mean, he was a big personality, and we're going to miss that when at family gatherings. And so stop and go tell your spouse or your significant other or your children, your siblings, your parents. Just tell them that you love them and that you're glad that they're in your life. Or if you're holding grudges, just let them go. Just let them go, and don't one day regret not having spent more time with them, is all I'll say for that. If you wish to send prayers for my family, I know my granny would really appreciate it. She lost her youngest child. I know my aunt and my cousins would appreciate it. They're having to adjust to a life without my uncle, and it's not easy for them. And then all the rest of us in our family, I mean, it was just so unexpected. Anyways, and then, as if that wasn't enough, last weekend, so like 8 days ago, 7 days ago or so, my boyfriend's car was stolen. So we spent Monday reporting it to the police, and it still hasn't shown up. It came up on a license plate reader on Monday, but it still hasn't shown up, and so that's just like another stressor on top of everything, his health issues, my uncle passing. It's just, life feels so unrelenting right now, and I cannot wait for, well, I would say this year to be over, except for my family's coming before Thanksgiving, so I cannot wait to get to the holiday season and be able to hopefully put all of this negativity aside and start the holiday season and then next year on a much more pleasant light. I mean, I don't like starting these videos with sad stories. I want to be the like happy, bubbly girl that I was originally. And I know it will come again. It's just getting through this. And on that note, one of my viewers, one of you guys, and a friend I've developed, I won't say her name because I didn't ask, but she knew what was going on with my life right now, with the passing of my uncle and my boyfriend and all of that. And she sent me this card. It says, "If there was never any darkness, we would never see the fireflies. With time, there will be peace and strength and a little grace." And to the person who sent me this, you know who you are. I so appreciate it. It came at the perfect time, and it was just what I needed. So, this will be going to my office, and I will be hanging it on the metal cupboard that I look at every day. So, so that this reminder will be visible. So thank you so much. This really did mean the world to me. Now, because of all of that, I did not get much stitching done in September. I did print out the spreadsheets that I was trying to explain to you guys. So I'm trying to reach 1,000,000 stitches by the time I'm 50. And so I've been tracking it. So this is September's. I only worked on a few projects, but you can see, so each date I put in the project name and the number of stitches, and then this is a tally of the stitches per project. So, and then I printed out my complete spreadsheet up to this point. So this is all of my current whips and the number of stitches that I put on them. And so there's 2 sheets of that, and then the third sheet is ones that I've finished, because I still need their stitch count. No, got this all out of order. I still need their stitch count for my tally. So, I will show you this one first because I almost forget about it when I put things behind me. This is Lady of the Flag. I put in 370 stitches on her. Oops, there we go. I finished all the threads that were dangling. So, I'm really enjoying this project and I'm loving how it looks. And look at that needle minder. I got it at a $1 sale from No Name Needle Minders on Facebook back in June. I'm never going to remember where most of my needle minders come from, so I only just remember that one because it's such a unique shape. Let's see. Next, I worked on Halloween Rule. Oh, actually, no. I'll tell you about my 2 finishes. I did get 2 finishes. The first one is this Mill Hill kit. This is a Christmas present for my nephew, Hayden. And I need my sister to tell me whether she would prefer that I put a magnet on the back or if I should do a hanger and make it an ornament. So it's very blingy. I love it, and I think he's gonna love it. He loves trains, at least he did. He did when I bought it, and I think he still does. But so yeah, I can't wait to see him. The next one I finished is Ice Skates, also by Mill Hill, and this one is a present for my sister Alex. She takes figure skating lessons. And here it is. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I was nervous about doing these strands for the shoelaces, but I think they turned out really nice. So I cannot wait to see my family. I'm really excited. Okay, so then I will continue with my whips. Next is Halloween Rules. I did Wear a Costume. And this is what the full thing will look like when it's completed. And sorry, here's where it is at. So I'm really enjoying this project. I have this long pillar in my office, and well, they're going to do some office remodeling, so I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to lose my office and be put in cubicle land, which I hope doesn't happen. But so if it doesn't, then my intention is to put this on the pillar next year in my office. This is what I'll do this month. Eat candy. Okay. Then I'm in this group called, no, this isn't in September. That's for October. I made a small start on Prairie Schooler Santa number 2012 for year 2012. And if you watched around the last holiday, you might remember that I am making these one a year for my boyfriend for Christmas, and I make them into little decorative pillows. So this is the second one that I am making for him. And I need to change this needle minder because I actually have a Christmas one. And this is Scooby-Doo, so that's all I did. It's like 117 stitches. So, need to work more on that, but at least it is started. Last year, I did it in 3 days, but it was like the 3 days before Christmas, so super stressful. Talked about. Okay, so I only had one other project that I worked on in September, and that is I am in, I joined it while it was still free, the Disney stitch along that Creatively Crafting is doing. I'm sure you've seen it on Flosstube, and if not, I can send you the link. Just let me know in the description. No, in the comments below if you need more information. But basically, each character is a stained glass, kind of like a stained glass looking. And I decided to stitch each panel separately on 18 count Aida. So it's long but narrow. And so I'm just working with black. And that's kind of my plan, to start each one as they come out and just put in a couple of days and just work on black. So I've got that massive 310 cone. And so basically I'm just going to town with 310. Which makes it easy because I just cut some out and then I take it and I'm good to go. So there's that. In October, I've only worked on one project. I am in this group called the Semi-Sane Stitchers, and I only just joined it, so I'm new to the group. But there are these massive games and stuff. And so this month's game is called Choose My Whip. And so you post 2 or 3 whips, and then everyone votes, and then you have to work on that whip. And you need to get at least 500 stitches in. So they chose the Disney one for me. And that's all I worked on last week. Tonight is the last night, and so I will show you in a minute the project they chose for me to work on next week. So I did Cusco, this little dog, and then all of these blue icons that you see around here. So I had hoped to do more, but with my boyfriend's car having been stolen, I'm basically going to work, and then most of the time I go over to his house and I like bring us dinner and stuff like that. He is massively depressed, so if you're a prayer, he could use some prayers. I understand why he's depressed. It is hard. Well, it's hard for both of us. It is hard for me too. It's hard for me to see him always depressed. And so yeah, so I haven't really had stitching time. The whip they chose for me to work on this week, I put up 3 Mill Hill kits to be voted on, and I picked Christmas present ones for family members. So they chose for Arctic Circle Nunavut Santa. This is for my sister Kirsten. She lives in Germany. And this is where I'm at. So I am hoping maybe to be able to finish this. At least finish the cross stitching. I would love to be able to finish the beads as well and just be able to cross off another project. Yeah. So that I will put in my bag to take to work on during lunch breaks. Let's see. So I will talk about, I have 3 yarn related WIP updates. 2 are knitting and 1 is crochet. So this is, it's a new start since I talked to you last, and it's just a shawl. And I started this one because I wanted to work on some lace work, learn some of those techniques. And you know, before Jessie Marie used to always talk about needing to block her projects. And I never really understood the purpose of that because I never block my crochet projects. I think they look fine as they are. So it wasn't until I did this that I understood the purpose of blocking, because you see this and it's all like that, and then you like kind of pull it apart and it looks completely different and way better. So there's this one. And then this weekend I started a new one. I wanted to work on a shawl because I've just wanted to get familiar with the terminology. Sharon, who sent me that beautiful yarn, is gonna kind of help me pick a shawl pattern to knit with that, because I thought it would be nice to knit a shawl out of the yarn that she sent me, because knitting is her yarn hobby, her main one. And so I thought it would be nice to use the yarn she gave me in the medium that she enjoys. So thank you, Sharon, for your help. She sent me a bunch of patterns to take a look at, and I really appreciate it. But so that's what I've gotten done so far. They're on ridiculously long cables because the only options was like 44 or 22, and so I didn't want to like have to change cables halfway through the project, so I got the 44, and that was probably a bad decision, but it is what it is. So that's where I'm at. The next section is a mesh one, and that's a little intimidating. I had to rip it out on my first attempt, and since I don't really know how to rip out to certain rows, I ripped out the entire project. So crochet is way easier in terms of ripping things out because you've only got one thread dangling. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. The crochet project I worked on is my aunt's shawl that I'm doing as a Christmas present. I took this on my trip with me because it is way easier to work on crochet in the airplanes and on the in the car than cross stitch. So this is what I got done. So the last time I showed you, I hadn't yet done this popcorn. So I did the popcorns and then those rows, and it is looking beautiful. This is the yarn cake. So next, I was on the receiving end of a very nice rack. Vicky did a 500 subscriber giveaway, and I was one of her winners. She chose 3, I believe, and she made a bag. So I have this Disney Villains one that she made, and I love it. Thank you so much, Vicky. So is that what they look like? Inside, she included 2 skeins. They're mystery skeins, although both colors look familiar to me, so I'm gonna actually compare them to stuff I have in my stash because they look really familiar. And then she also included this cross stitch Halloween. She bought 2 of them by accident, I guess, and so I hadn't bought it yet, and so she sent it to me. And then today I did actually buy this at Joann's. And now I am on a no-buy for like the rest of the year unless it relates to family Christmas presents. Because I also am, I'm changing from bullet journaling to happy planner. And so, the reason why is because I love my bullet journal, and you guys have seen my craziness with that. However, I haven't done it for like 4 weeks, and the reason is because just drawing my templates every week and every month to set it up it takes hours, and I just don't have the time or the energy, and it's the same thing every time. And so it was a spur of the moment purchase. I was in Walmart and it was there. It might have been on sale, I don't remember. But I looked at it and I was like, yeah, let's try this. So this week I'm going to spend quite a bit of time migrating to that. And I will update you. I might do a kind of planning video because the Semi-Sane Stitchers put up all of their challenges for next year. And so I'm intending on putting a lot of that in. But I'll kind of show you my idea in another video of like how I'm going to utilize this as opposed to my bullet journaling. Because I use my bullet journal a lot to track my stitches. And so I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. And then finally, I do have an announcement. So as I've mentioned before, my rent went up a lot and stuff like that. And so a couple months ago, a month and a half ago or so, one of you guys commented on my video asking about a bag I'd made and if I was willing to sell it. And this was kind of like the final push of something that I've been thinking about for a while, and that is opening an Etsy store. And if you're worried that my channel is now gonna become a selling channel, it's not. I'm just gonna put this plug out one time, and the link to my Etsy store will now be in the description box in every video, but I'm not going to be like, and now these things are for sale every single time. I'm just going to do it on this video here at the end, so if you don't want to watch, you can go away, and that's fine. But in an attempt to earn some extra income and, I mean, just trying to make things meet and stuff like that, I did decide to open up an Etsy store and sell project bags. I tried to make them reasonably priced. I think $25 is what I set it at. I'm not Mama Joan, and I do not have her skill level. I do the best I can. So I'll just put that out there. I used the basic tutorial from Vana, and with some modifications. I don't do the rounded edges on the top panel. I did sew down the Velcros, and so I will show you the ones that are up in my store right now. And I will have some more coming soon as I can sew, as I do have more fabric that is ready to go. I have these business cards. And the store is called Kate's Crafting Corner, and its URL is etsy.com/shop/Kate's Crafting Corner 9, because apparently someone took it originally. And so with every bag, I do include a couple skeins of DMC and a bag of tea, because no bag should ever come empty. And a cup of tea is always nice to sip on. So I'll just quickly show you what I have here. This one is like vintage sewing machines. And so you can see here, square. This is, I don't round them like Vana does. And the Velcro is sewed down. and that's the inside fabric. And for this one, I wanted to show you guys, so I have a magazine in there, and there's plenty of room to fit in an 8x8 Q-snap, all the materials that you need, and everything like that. So, here's the magazine. So it slides super simple. And now I'll just quickly show you guys the other 10 or so. So I have this one with this really cute inside fabric. I have a couple Americana ones. I did already sell one bag, and it was a different Americana one, and I have material to make a couple more of those, so those will be posted soon. But here's this truck, and on the back area you can see that there's this real cute dog. It's just really cute. Here's another Americana one, same inside fabric. And this one has like a mailbox, a planter box, a cardinal, daisies, that type of thing. It's really cute. I have a school themed one, and I found the cutest inside fabric. It's these little handprints. That's like the kids got into the paint. And so I really like this. I'm going to be sending Vicky one of these because she's a teacher. This is a pumpkin scarecrow with sunflowers. I really like this one, and I love this inside fabric. It's sunflowers. It's a green fabric. I love it. I haven't found a lot of good Halloween fabric, so this is the only Halloween one I have. I'm gonna try to find more, but so I've really looked. Last year I found cute Halloween fabric, but this year nothing. It's this black and orange polka dot. I only have one Christmas one. It's little bears and deers, and it's a marbled green type of inside material. And then this one, the next four are Hogwarts related. So I have a Slytherin one with a green fabric on the inside. I have a Ravenclaw one with a blue fabric inside. I have a Hufflepuff one with yellow. And I have a Gryffindor one with red. And those are the ones that I have listed right now on the site. I do have enough material to have about 3 of each bag. So I will be, I already have those cut out. I just need to sew them together. And so more will be listed. If one that you saw isn't available, there's a good chance that it will be available shortly. Additionally, if you have any ideas, special requests that you want, just put it in the comments below or message me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, my email, whatever, and let me know, and I will keep an eye out for any kind of fabric that you would want me to make a bag for you. Outlander or a sports team, just let me know, and I will try to hunt down fabric and put that up for you. So, without further ado, that's about it for this video. I'm going to try to come back sooner, but until then, happy stitching and have a great rest of your week. Bye.